coming back to that.
We're coming back. I mean, we're 80s babies. So I think we were lucky to not know what the internet, like we had an AOL chat room, but we really didn't know what the hell the internet was, right? And we had more diverse music, and slowly it's edging toward that. And I think Asian rappers can play a role in that. What do you think?
Oh, definitely. I think it's important that we kind of represent ourselves and put our name in there, with everybody else. I mean, if we don't, like, especially us as a few of the Asian rappers that are actually doing shows and putting out records, like, if we weren't around doing that, like, who the fuck else is gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of scary.
That is very scary, man.
And that's almost like one of the reasons that it keeps me like motivated, and it pressures me to keep putting shit out. Because, like, if there's Asian cats that are out there and they're not voicing what your opinion is, and they're representing you the wrong way, you better step in and like serve that dude. That's why I'm harder on my Asian rappers more than other rappers. I'm I don't want you representing me. And don't box us in easy, you know what I'm saying? As soon as that one Asian rapper's out there, you know what I'm saying, and he can like do martial arts and rap, it's like, it's a rap, dude. Shit. Hip hop is very competitive. That's the thing about just that craft in particular. It came, from its conception, it was competition, you know what I mean? From graffiti to breakdance, battles, like, you see, all the old movies, Crush Groove, Wild Style, all that. It was all about competition and battling, So I think there's a lot of that, especially with hip hop. I don't think there isn't a lot of that with rock music or anything else. Who says that? Like, oh, he's the king of rap. The king, like with Kendrick, the Control, right? Like, like that. No one says that. But rap is one of those things they always do that with.
What do you think about the term underground? And are you afraid of, once your brand becomes big, are you afraid of people are gonna associate you as not adhering to the old messages of Dumbfoundead and the whole underground mainstream dichotomy?
To me, there is no underground and mainstream anymore. Like, there used to be a scene called underground, right? Like, that was like a scene. It was, and people might want to make it like, oh, mainstream and underground, but no, it's really about how many fans and followers you have now. Like, there's no scene of underground. It's just like, this guy has 300 fans, this dude has 1,000, this guy has 1,000,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? And you can put underground wherever you want as far as the numbers there. But I don't believe in underground or mainstream. It's just like, you're gonna keep any artist who keeps putting stuff out and works hard at this craft is gonna get more fans. You know what I'm saying? It's like inevitable. That's what's gonna happen. There's no way you can keep your fan base at 300. You can try as hard as you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either gonna grow or not. That's it. So
logically, it's a stupid argument.
So to me, it's like, more if you keep doing music, your fans are gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? And then there's gonna be more fans and more fans listening to your shit. So to me, I'm not afraid. No, I want to be as big as fucking possible. Because I want more and more ears to listen to my shit. Like, I want as many ears listening to my shit as possible. And that's gonna mean that I'm gonna be on TV or be on the radio and all that shit. So.
And in that regard, what's the number one thing you try to avoid in your music?
Number one thing I try to avoid in my music, I definitely sometimes, I get in the zone of the beat, and sometimes I'm like, I feel myself so much that sometimes, like, I turn into somebody else, and I gotta kind of check myself. I mean, it's cool. You could be whoever you want in music, which is dope. But there's sometimes I like mention some shit. I'm like, wait a minute, I've never even done that shit. So I check myself, and I think a lot of artists should sometimes, because a lot of cats, it depends on how you want to be represented, And I realized that there was a time where I was doing a lot of turn up shit and all that. And I was just kind of like, I don't know. I got tired of it too. And then I heard like some artists that, whether it was J. Cole, whoever, talking about shit. I was like, yo, man, like, it made me like scrap a lot of that shit. Because I was like, what's, why did I start this shit? I wanted to say a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I want people to take home something with them. The turn up shit is dope. It's dope. It's junk food. You know what I'm saying? It's junk food. I love junk food.
You want a steak sometimes?
Yeah, exactly. I love junk food. But like, it's just not. It's not timeless shit. You know what I'm saying? There are some timeless turn-up joints. Don't get me wrong. There are, like Juvenile back then.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
There's a lot, but and you can enjoy that in a different way. But there's a lot of turn-up shit nowadays that's just like throwaway shit.
Just throw that away. What's your next project? Working on anything?
Yeah, I'm working on some new music right now. I'm going through like my soundscape, like discovery too right now, trying to figure out what I want to do.
Right.
Because I feel like cats have gotten a lot of tracks from me. They know what to expect from me now, you know, and the style of shit and storytelling and stuff. But I kind of want to do something brand new, hit them with something else, and that takes a lot of time. And that's why it's been a lot of this huge gap in between of me putting out music.
Right.
And I'm a little bit older, and I'm a little bit more weary now about putting stuff out, and I want to have a little bit more quality control.
Absolutely.
And before it was just like about like I was just putting out shit every week.
Every week, just
and that's which got me here where I am today. But I do want to, you know, I want to put more, you know, thought and quality control into my shit now. So.
Right. Perhaps the most profound question of the evening: if you had only one opportunity to choose these two artists to work with, Michael Jackson or Prince, which one would you choose? Woo!
I would
Let him
say,
sit on that.
I'm gonna say Michael Jackson because I saw Prince live.
What?
And he was the best performer I've ever seen live, ever.
I'm officially
I saw him at Coachella.
Envious, jealous. I want to end it.
He headlined Coachella.
Oh,
and
man.
right before him was Portishead. So it was Portishead and then Prince, which is like two crazy different shit.
What?
Yeah, so it was crazy because there was all these like hipsters over there listening to Portishead, and I was listening to Portishead. I'm a huge Portishead fan.
Right.
Yeah, I want some shit.
And it was great, you know, but very slow and like, you know, that trip hop, you know, feel. Yeah, hold on. Hey, Zoe, keep that down for a second. Let me get this answer across, fam. Chill. Not kidding.
Zoe's like, what?
No. I'm more familiar with Michael Jackson's music than Prince's music, to be honest. And then also, but I saw Prince live. I've never seen Michael Jackson live, but Prince fucking murdered it live, yo.
Prince,
He was amazing live, yeah. He hopped on stage. People were leaving actually because like I think a lot of the kids there were not familiar with Prince's stuff. Like they were there for Portishead, you know what I mean? Portishead hadn't done a show in 10 years, whatever. Everybody saw Portishead perform, sounded just like the record, which I kind of didn't enjoy because I don't want to hear just like the record. I want to show, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So after Portishead, and she was leaving, and all of a sudden Prince hops on stage, and like the first thing he says is like, "Damn, I'm pretty," or something like that, some shit like that, right? And then he gets on the guitar and starts killing it. And you just see this herd of hipsters just like raising back onto the pasture. It was crazy. And he murdered it.
Wow. All right, there you have it. I was just talking to Dumbfoundead. Thank you for watching Oogie Woogie. Thanks a lot for coming through, man.
Thank you, Oogie Woogie.
And I promise we're going to change our backdrop.
Yeah, we'll have a Oogie Woogie banner and all that.